This is the classic backpack by Cabin Zero. It's one of their simplest and most popular carry-on travel backpacks. It's also the third bag I've tested by them, the other two being the ADV Pro 32 and the Military 28. I'm reviewing this pack as part of a series on minimalist bags that focus more on being lightweight and minimalist rather than having a lot of features. The classic backpack definitely fits that model. This is a very simple pack, just has a large main compartment, a couple of zippered pockets, built-in laptop sleeve under here, and then there's only one pocket on the outside. The classic backpack comes in 3 sizes. I have the 36 liter. It also comes in a smaller 28 and a larger 44 liter sizes. The dimensions are small enough to fit as a carry-on on most airlines. It's listed at about 18 by 12 by 8 tall or 45, 31, 20 centimeters. The way I have it packed here, it's pretty accurate on the length. It's a little overpacked. It's about 9 inches tall here, and then I have it, it's almost 13 inches wide. I think it's also worth noting with this pack, there really is no internal structure or frame sheet or anything, so the dimensions are going to be largely dictated by what you put in here. There's some pretty good compression straps, so you can overpack this bag, get it a little higher than the dimensions that they list, or you can underpack this bag and squish it down to get it down into a sizer a little bit smaller than what they say it is. However, if you want to use this bag as just a personal item, you're going to have to go with the smaller 28 liter size. That's going to work on much more restrictive airlines like Ryanair. I think Cabin Zero does a great job on making inexpensive packs that also use high quality materials. For example, they use a medium weight 600 denier polyester here. It's still durable, but it's much cheaper than a comparable nylon. However, they don't skimp on the hardware. They use these huge number 10 locking YKK zippers on the main compartment. And then over here on the sides, they have this large name brand durable Duraflex hardware. The exterior of the classic backpack is fairly simple. In addition to the main compartment, there's just one front zipper pocket. The sides have 2 compression straps. There's the side and top carry handles, and that's about it. The front slash pocket is very basic, just a long zipper running the length of the front. Gives you access to this full front panel on the bag, and there's really nothing going on in here. It's just a large pocket. There's no further internal dividers or pockets. These side compression straps are also simple, but they're durable and they work great. There's 2 on each side that are gonna really help squish your bag down to fit it into those smaller dimensions. Also worth noting is this bottom compression strap goes across right about where the zipper ends on the main compartment. So when you open the pack, you really only have to take off the top compression strap to get into the bag. Now moving over to the carry system on the classic backpack, which was probably my least favorite part of this bag. This might have been partially due to the fact that when I tested this bag, I had to carry a laptop. I had the bag pretty heavy, but the way the shoulder straps sat on my shoulders just really wasn't very comfortable. And I'll show you that in a little bit when I pack the bag up. That being said, the shoulder straps are actually very wide and decently padded with this soft mesh backing. However, there are no top load adjusters, sternum strap, or hip belt. I'm actually surprised because I really like the other 2 Cabin Zero bags that I tested. I think these were both very comfortable. The ADV Pro 32 over here and the Military 28. But as you can see, the shape on the backpack straps is all quite different. These are a little bit more curved, so it might just be the shape on these that didn't fit my body well. The simple theme also applies to the backing here. The padding is thin and it's sewn into the pack, so it's behind the polyester fabric here, and there's really not a whole lot of air ventilation. One nice feature that Cabin Zero builds into all their bags is this little security tag here. It says a little number. You can go on the Okobon website, register your bag, put in your contact information so that if you lose the bag, they can contact you and you can find it. So now we'll go inside and I'll show you the interior of the Cabin Zero Classic. And again, like the rest of the bag, this thing is very simple, designed to maximize space, doesn't have a lot of features. So I call this a panel opening when it folds down from the top, as opposed to when it opens from the side like a clamshell. It opens up into this gigantic main compartment, and as far as capacity for the volume on the pack, this thing is gonna give you a large amount of packing space because there's no extra zippers, pockets, or stuff that's gonna be eating into the volume. You pretty much have almost the entire 32 liters right here in the main compartment. And then the few features that they do have in here, these two zippered pockets are both about the same size. One has a mesh opening, the other one has a fabric front. And then laptop sleeve here on the back, very simple, stretchy top, fabric front here with no padding, so relying on the clothes that you put in the bag to protect your laptop from this side. This thing is gonna easily hold, this is a 15-inch Dell here. There is padding on the back, not super thick, but again, there really isn't any padding over here on the sides of the bag, and there's no false bottom, but there is a piece of padding here on the bottom. And then notice the position, it's on the bottom of the main compartment. All your gear is gonna be packed in here on top of it. There's no extra zipper over here to get it out. So this thing is really gonna be very inaccessible when you're carrying the bag around fully packed. Some obvious pros and cons to this design. If you don't carry a laptop, it's great because this doesn't take up a whole lot of space or weight in the pack, but obviously it doesn't offer a lot of protection if you do have a laptop. Now I'll just pack the bag up real quick so you can see how much you can fit in here and how to pack the bag. I have an almost identical pack by Cabin Max over here, so instead of really doing a detailed packing demo, I might just save it and do a comparison packing demo between these two bags. Because the main compartment is so large, makes it easy to pack, and it's a great bag for packing cubes. It's a standard medium, about 14 by 10 compression cube, and this one is a little bit thicker. This is the Thule cube, but there is enough room in here. You can't fit two of these cubes in lengthwise, but you can fit two compressed packing cubes in depthwise. And then I just have this large open main spot on top of the bag, small compression packing cube, socks and underwear, I have a travel towel, rain jacket, toiletry kit here, and then I'm gonna stick in a puffy jacket. Small gear, electronics, pens, pencils, notebook, etc. can go in these little pockets here on the inside flap, and then anything that you want easy access to, just gonna have to stick it up here in the front compartment. If you have a lot of small gear, a pouch might be a good option to help organize your stuff so it's not all just floating around here in the main compartment because there's no internal dividers or further organization. Something like these mini flat CLC pouches are gonna work great to help give you a little better organization. And this is what the classic 36 looks like fully packed. All that gear I had in there. Again, very simple bag, kind of just a big square, minimalist, maximizes interior capacity. And for reference, I weighed it, it's about 5.3 kilograms or 11.7 pounds. This is what the bag looks like on me, fully packed. And again, it's kind of hard to see it on the camera, but the way the bag sits on my shoulders, it kind of puts more pressure, digs in on the outside of the strap, and it's really not putting any pressure on the inside of the strap. So the weight isn't really being distributed across the entire strap. And the way I have it right now, it's not too heavy. It's not really that noticeable, and it's really not uncomfortable. But when I loaded it up on my trip, I had some more heavy gear. I had my laptop charger and stuff in there, and it was a little uncomfortable pressing on the outside of these straps here. Part of the problem with this bag, I think, is there really is no way to adjust the straps. The way they sit on my shoulders might just be a function of how they sit on my frame, so it might not apply to everybody, but with no sternum strap here, there's no way to bring the shoulder straps together to distribute the weight better, and there's no top load adjusters to kind of bring the pack in, help distribute the weight. This 36-liter pack, I don't know if it really needs a hip belt, it's kind of on the edge, but that would be another adjustable feature that would help with comfort. In summary, the Cabin Zero Classic bag is a very simple, minimalist carry-on bag. It doesn't have a lot of features, but it has great quality for the price. If you're just looking for a simple pack to carry your gear, you don't care about all the extra features that are gonna add weight and price to the bag, then this could be a good option. The Classic has a simple design, but it's made with good materials, strong polyester fabric, and solid YKK and Duraflex hardware. My biggest con in this bag was the carry comfort. You're kind of relying on the shape of the shoulder straps to either fit you well or not. I think they really could have just added the minimum here. A sternum strap would have added at least some options for adjusting the comfort on the straps. And then the extremely thin laptop sleeve. This is fine if you don't carry a laptop, but if you do, it doesn't offer a lot of protection. I think at the minimum here, they could have added a little Velcro strap on the top here to keep your laptop from shifting around, and then a small false bottom to add a little bit of more protection. That's all I have on the review of the Cabin Zero Classic 36. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. And again, thanks for watching.